Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am out here hunting rhodonite today with my new friends,
Whittles and Stone. And it's Whittles Stone Geological Treasures. They run this
rhodonite site up here. They've invited me up today. We're gonna find some amazing treasures. They showed me some samples down below, but we wanna get our own up above. So wish us luck, and I hope you enjoy.
So we are up here in the hills of a unnamed location on Vancouver Island, and Vancouver Island is very well known for its rhodonite. There are some great deposits here, and my new friends have taken me into one of the newest discoveries, and I believe it's up the hill, might be around the corner. It's around here somewhere though. And there are some great samples that they've already pulled off the hill of bright pink rhodonite. Now remember, rhodonite, when it's weathered, goes right black. But when it's broken open, it's a bright pink. And this stuff is really unique because it has some great banding in it. Jaspers, garnet, rhodonite, all together in big bands. And when we cut this stuff open, it will be amazing.
Well, I've been directed up the hill to the outcrop. That being said, I see pieces of it everywhere down below. But apparently the good stuff is the hike up the hill. Past the rock to the tree, he says. And this looks like an outcrop of rhodonite. And this is it. That is one great big seam of rhodonite down there. They're chipping off the edge here. Here's a bunch of debris of either lesser quality stuff they didn't want or stuff that was just too much for them to carry out early on. Like that piece looks amazing. I might steal that piece. Now this is the first piece I identified when I sort of looked at the pile as I really like the look of, because you could see the banding of the jaspers, you could see the pink. When I just looked at the end, there's a big chunk of pink on the end here. Jack's thinking of actually knocking the end off so he can see what's inside, but oh, I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to do so. Jack, can you just put your foot on the end there? Oh, it's pink. It's a bright pink. Oh, it's hard. It's good.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go any farther. We're seeing bright pinks.
And the reds, cherry
and the
reds.
reds.
Yeah.
That will slice into 100 slabs easy. Maybe not 100. That might be exaggerating a little.
You get reflections there.
Great banding. You're calling the banding
The name of the rock?
Yeah.
Azaria stone.
Lazaria stone.
Azaria with a Z.
Zaria, not Lazaria,
yeah.
Zaria.
It's sunset is one of the terms it means.
Okay.
I think it means flowering or something as well. So.
One thing I like to do when I'm checking these stones for rhodonite is break off a little piece, just like that,
And then shatter that little piece so I get fresh breaks and I can see, let's look at how much pink is in that rock. When you just break off a chunk like that, often all you see is more black because it breaks along the fractures that are already black, already blackened, already oxidized. And sometimes you don't get the real nice pink until you've actually shattered a piece, broke it on fractions that weren't oxidizing, and get to see what was really inside it. There's some bright pink in that one, really bright pink. And this is some of the pink I like that has the, it's sort of like dendrites, but what it is it's fractures that have oxidized and gone black inside the pink. I really like that look, though this site is known more for its banding.
Look at the pinks in that one. Very bright pinks. There's such a variety on this claim. Right? Everything from bright pink down to brown to white, banding, garnets, jasper, a little bit of everything. This is just a small piece, but with that color, it's got to be kept. I am absolutely drooling over every rock I see here. The pink from the island here is so much nicer than the pink we have in the interior. And I just broke a little chip off the corner of this one, and it is exactly the stuff I love. The pink with the, what I'll call dendrites, I know they're not, going through it. The veins, the black veining. Let's get the close up on that. That is what I want right there. And Jack has been very generous, saying that I can take as much of this as I want today. And of course, this stuff will end up on my website. If you want your own rhodonite, check out www.danhurdprospecting.com. And so it begins. Loading the backpack too heavily. And of course, you know, rhodonite is a ore of a metal, which means it's a very heavy stone. So, my fans have been loving the geology lessons, and I am with a trained geologist right now. So, today's geology lesson of the day, how is rhodonite formed? Jack?
Well, my best understanding is that it's deep sea sediments deposited approximately 250 to 280 million years ago. And when you get out in the deep sea, you have manganese collects out there. So you get manganese enrichment in these deep ocean sediments. And the ocean sediments are made up of microscopic shells of fossils, or of little critters. And the shells are silica. So you get these chert layers built up of silica-rich sediment and manganese. And then you got hot solutions coming up, mobilizes the manganese into pods and all these areas, and it forms the rhodonite.
Forms these big seams of rhodonite that work their way up to the surface, up into the mountains, and then millions of years later, we can harvest them.
That's right.
Awesome. This one took a lot of chipping around the edges before I made a decision that it's a really nice rock. So that guy, he's big, but we'll take him with us. Now, because I am looking for the brightest pinks here, that's what I'm going for today. I'm doing a little bit of sort of investigative geology, if you will. Trying to look around and see if I can find where that black staining is from the high manganese rocks. Those are the pink ones. And they usually cover themselves in black, often stain what's around them in black. So I'm looking for that blackness. Now, over there, I found a little knob of nice black stuff, but inside it was a very white rock. I got some real black here. When I broke it open, it was all just crumbly and, you know, weathered, rotten, no pink. Jack's working on something that doesn't have much black, but it has the big banding in it. It's the really nice banded stuff. So just looking around, see if I can hone in on what I'm looking for today. You gotta see the one I just found. Wow. Beauty pink. Bright pink. That is a great piece.
I mean, we've already got 100 pounds, I think.
So my investigation has actually, you know, told me some information that's kind of useful. They say it's a 4-meter wide showing of rhodonite. So that would be, you know, a big chunk over here. And it's obviously going down in this direction. Well, if you follow that down, it would go down that way. However, what I'm seeing right now is possibly the seam, the vein, goes off in that direction because all of this debris keeps going way over there. We see it in the surface all the way down. And I just found some really nice big pieces of pink, really bright pink right in there, which I think that means we're on the top of the vein. And with a bit of excavation, getting rid of the top soil, the overburden here, we could probably get right down on top of the vein right there. Or coming in from below, digging back towards it, get into the face of it. But I believe that's why we see so much loose stone in that section there, is the vein is running that way, and the top of the vein is crumbling off down the hill. And I just got a really nice piece right there. Well, I made it down to the boulder pile below. And look, I found Jack's hammer. There are a lot of big rocks that have come from above and landed down here. Some beautiful looking stuff. Let's see if I can find some pink. Finding more great rhodonite. This is a very sketchy spot we're on though. Every rock we touch rolls down the hill. Uh-oh, Christa's coming down above us.
She's trying to get us.
I'm very frightened.
She wants to call it stone mining instead of Whittlestone.
This one really looks like it comes from my claiming the interior. That light pink is what I have loads of. It kind of sucks that sometimes you have to break these rocks. Well, always have to break these rocks somewhat before you see what's inside, because that is amazing. Too bad it's now 2 amazing pieces. Wow, it's okay. Yum, 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 yum. Pink. So Jack, how much stone do you think is over that cliff down on the bottom?
You mean in general? Or?
No, well, not in general. There's a whole earth's worth down there. No, the rhodonite. Considering this good stuff stopped here on a 45-degree angle slope, how much went over?
We've explored the creek at the start of the creek, which is a couple kilometers or so down, and there's rhodonite there. So there's got to be hundreds of tons.
1 million tons of it down there. Yeah. And Jack just found this great, like about 300-pound rock.
Actually, you found that one.
I pointed it out. And I've got myself a pile of pink over here. I think my backpack's already full. So, you know, another overfull backpack, typical for me. And there's still
lots of exploring to do.
There we go. Yep. Jack is so unbelievably generous. He is carrying my rocks up the hill for me because I filled my backpack too much. Thank you. You have been so generous on this trip.
You're welcome. And you know what? I've been well trained by that lovely lady over there.
Who's having her lunch.
Now to try to walk up that hill with a backpack that's too heavy. As I was walking up the hill, I found the best rock of the day. Unfortunately, my backpack was too heavy to lift as it was, and it was a big rock. So, empty the backpack and go back for another load. Well, we're heading back to get that good rock that I found, and then my other backpack, which is full as well. So it's probably 2 or 3 more trips. I'll definitely show you that really good one when I get back here to the quad. I'm not gonna take my camera in this trip. Now let's look at this piece I found at the end of the day here. Amazing, look how bright pink that is. Now this is just the end cap off the rock. I broke both ends off and I noticed that the pink band, which is about 4 to 5 inches thick, went through the whole rock. So this is one end. These 2 rocks made up the middle of the rock, but it ended up breaking, so it had a flaw through it. So that is pink. This is, you know, garbage at the bottom, but that is pink right through the whole rock. It's right through there. I don't know if you can see it on the other side, but it would come right through the whole rock. Big chunk of pink. Even right here, it looks black because that was the flaw that it came apart on, and right that section, once it's cut, will be bright pink, including, oh, where's that top piece? Some of the most amazing bright color. And of course, we got some great big pieces of the banded material, big chunk of other bit darker pink. I think that's also that banded material with pink in it. That's banded. Those are the, oh no, that's not. That's the, I think that's my pink rock. Anyhow, we've got lots. I don't know how much I can load onto my quad. Now that is one loaded quad. There's a lot of rock on there and it's a very rough ride out, so I'm gonna take it really slow because I don't want one of these rocks to come loose and, you know, fall and hurt me or tip me over or any of that kind of stuff. How you doing?
Made it. So 5 loads?
5 loads up here. I took 2.
I took 2, Jack took 5. Yeah, that's about right. And
Christa took 12. 12 loads.
Sure.
All of this.
I wish.
okay, so we are driving this stuff back out to the truck right now, and don't worry, I will show you pictures of all this stuff cut open once I get back to the shop. It looks like there's a full day of cutting involved before I finish off this video. Well, had one real tough section here. I got off the quad and I walked the quad through because it was just so tilted and tight and rough, and we dumped the quad.
The quad went over, everything fell off. We're now resorting it all. But yeah, we tipped it. First time ever tipping a quad.
Now, after a couple days of cutting, we have some amazing rhodonite for me to show you here. Just amazing stone we came out with. This is far from all of it. There's a lot more than this to cut still. This is just what I managed to get cut in 2 days in the shop on 7 different saws. Let's get some close-up shots of those. I find this really amazing rhodonite due to the vast variety of colors and patterns we see in the stone. Just a little bit of everything going on here, right from the brightest pinks, great patterns, to my favorite is the stuff with the veining, the black dendritic veining of the manganese oxide. I love these bright pinks with all these sort of trees and whatnot forming of the veins of the manganese oxide. That is my favorite. But of course, you know, these banded ones that still have that veining, the tree, look at the trees. It's almost like a scene. A forest fire scene? No, I don't even know what to say, but it looks like trees with no leaves or anything on it, with a big sunset in behind. You can't beat this stuff. Some of the yellows, Jack really liked the yellows. I much more prefer the pinks. That bright orange. That's a very bright orange. Absolutely amazing. here is different layers of rhodonite, pink. The red is jasper, the orange is jasper, and there's also some garnet layering in here. And the black is manganese oxide.
Well, what an amazing day collecting rhodonite. I have to say such a big thanks to Jack and Christa here for inviting me out. If you have not checked out their channel, please do. I will leave a link right here and below in the description. Check out their channel about all of their adventures in mineral collecting. And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Whittlestone Geological Treasures.
Whittlestone Geological Treasures. Check it out on YouTube. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, I hope I earned it today. And a big thanks to everyone, especially my patrons. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.